take for your phone after the Jamal Ben Sadiq fight to actually recognize your face?
I think it was about 4 or 5 days.
Oh man, that's a rough one.
Yeah, that wasn't really nice, but just like put a lot of ice on it, and then sooner or later the sweating is gone. So it wasn't bad. It was okay.
Man, that man,
Part of the
it's just
job, they say.
it's part of the risk, part of the job. And I've talked to a lot of different people about Jamal Ben Sadiq. Do you think there's a like a global conspiracy against him that he's constantly getting, in trouble, or is he guilty?
Wait. A global conspiracy?
That's what
How can somebody get in trouble because of a global conspiracy? It's just what you do. You bring yourself in trouble, and then when shit comes out, people talk about it. That's what's going on, nothing else. So he's been caught using steroids like 3 times. So I don't think that's conspiracy. Those are facts.
once you're like, hey, shit happens, we've all been there. 3 times though?
No, I've never been there. So no, yeah, I don't know. It is, let's keep it on. It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, training for Levi Rigters. What changes did you guys make for this training camp? He's coming in at 100%. He's got some incredible kicks. How do you see the fight playing out?
Yeah, we had to focus on all the tricks that he always brings to the table. The jumping knees, the scissor kicks, the spinning back fists, the spinning kicks, you name it, and he throws it. So that makes it challenging, but fun. So we had to focus on that, and we had to bring sparring partners that simulated his style. So it was, like I said, it was interesting. It was a very interesting camp with a lot of different people and a lot of different styles, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I think in the first fight, just a few months ago, one of my favorite things that you were doing was to counter his double forearm guard was pulling the block down, and then you were sometimes striking through the block, or you would strike somewhere else, and so just
Yeah,
using it as a feint. Was that something that you guys saw in his game, or was it just in the moment that's what you saw?
no, it's just something we do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so like, oh, we did that specifically for him, because to be honest, in the previous fight, I didn't train for him. So we were just focusing on the first fight, and then whoever you get in the second round, because it was a Grand Prix, it was 3 fights in one night, and yeah, it's a totally different game. So just focus on your first fight, your first opponent, and go from there. So the we met each other in the finals, and yeah, like, okay, we never fought. Of course, I saw fights, but it has a totally different vibe to it than it has now. Now you're focused on this style and what he brings to the table, and I think that's what we're going to see Saturday.
Cannot wait. It's going to be such a good event. And I wanted to ask you about the future of opponents. I was
Yeah.
talking to Antonio Plazabot the other day, and he said, no matter what Rico does, he can be the good guy in a movie, and I'll be the bad guy in that movie. I want Antonio, or he said, I want Rico Verhoeven. Do you see a future showdown with
Uh,
Plazabot?
I hope so, but first he has to recover. So that's, yeah. Um, I wish him all the best, because it's such a hard thing when you're battling with injuries, because that's also part of the sport, of course. But it's like, oh my God, it's especially when yeah, he's a young guy, he's fit, he's talented, he's excited. So yeah, let's hope he brings back that winning streak, and let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, he needs to recover that arm injury. Do you think his arms would recover better if he learned how to actually throw kicks?
It's you saying that, so
Yeah.
that makes it a lot better for me. I don't know. I don't know. That is his strength. His strength is his punching and his punching power. Yeah, like I don't know. Okay, if we look at it, and if you want my honest opinion, the thing is that he is not a natural born heavyweight. That's the fact. So you can build your body up to be a heavyweight, to look like a heavyweight, to move like a heavyweight, to punch like a heavyweight. But you cannot teach the body to take punishment as a heavyweight. So your whole bone structure is not made for 100. Well, okay, it can carry 120 kilos something, but can it endure the impact of 120 kilos something? I guess not.
Well, yeah, I was surprised when I met him that him and I were not very far apart in size. Whereas, like a cookie to Rico Saro was sitting in a chair and he was bigger
Yeah,
than me sitting down.
yeah. He's a monster. He's huge.
Yeah, he's a proper heavyweight. He's a that's what a heavyweight should look like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, speaking of the heavyweight division, you kind of cleaned it out at this point. Plazabot is the only guy left, but who else do you see in that division who could be an interesting fight for you?
Let's see. Let's see. I'm not looking too far ahead. I'm just looking at Saturday, the big fight versus Levi Rigters, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited to be here and not looking at like, oh, who's next or what's coming, or just focus on this. I'm living today. I'm focusing on what's going on right now and not like what's gonna happen in 6 months.
Fucking go. All right, let's build the perfect fighter. You can pick any fighter from any era, from any weight class, in their prime. Let's build the perfect fighter. So, who
Mm.
is in your perfect fighter? Who has the best kicks in kickboxing history?
I would like to make a left and a right leg.
Let's do
So
it.
a left leg from Glaube Vitosa and a right leg from Peter Arts.
Oh, perfect so far. What about best punching? You can do left and right as well.
Best punching. Within kickboxing, right?
You can use any fighter, any in any sport.
Okay. Uh, I would like an Anthony Joshua right hand and a Tyson Fury jab.
Oh yeah, that's a good fighter right there. Cardio.
Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually the best one. Doesn't get better than that. What about overall punching power or overall power?
Overall power. Um, I think Ngannou is a pretty overall strong guy. So in wrestling, it just like more like manhandling. So like clinch and stuff like that. I think that's where he would be really strong at.
I was working with Dewey Cooper recently, and he said that you guys had trained together, but it wasn't a very serious training session. But from that training session, what were you able to get?
With who?
Dewey Cooper, he trains with Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, the training we had was that was so light. Was just like I was there. We were just having fun. I was in town, and he said, "Yeah, come on, let's." I know Eric is his trainer also really good. So we just like we just had fun. We just had fun. Just showed him some stuff and that I use within kickboxing, and yeah, we just hang out. So it was good.
No, I
But
know
like nothing serious.
yeah, that's kind of what I heard. It was a light training session. But now I know Glory was talking
Yeah,
about this recently. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
because it was I just had the eye injury. He just had no surgery, so sparring whatever didn't make any sense. So we were just yeah having fun.
But broken faces, broken noses, broken knees. Like being a heavyweight in combat sports sucks.
Yeah. It takes its toll on your body.
So I know Glory was talking about it recently. I was talking to the PFL not long ago. They might be open for a collaboration. Do you see a future showdown with Francis Ngannou?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. That would definitely make sense as well. If we're talking about baddest man on the planet. Yeah.
Absolutely. He has
I think
kickboxing
we're
experience. Go ahead, sorry.
yeah, I think we're both in that conversation. So um yeah, with MMA, boxing, and kickboxing, that's throw everybody in one jar and let's like put them all together. Let's do it.
Man, let's do it. Yeah, before he was in MMA or boxing, he was doing kickboxing and even has professional wins. What do you think is the best rule set for you guys? What gloves do you do in that matchup?
I don't know. Let's see what they offer and what they have in mind. Of a boxing thing would be nice, would be interesting because then we both come out of our own worlds and yeah, do something else. Because of course, in MMA, he would have an advantage. In kickboxing, I would have an advantage. So yeah, let's see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Turkey Al Sheikh of Saudi Arabia has been growing huge investments into boxing and mixed martial arts and other sports in the combat sphere. Do you think there's a future with kickboxing and Saudi Arabia?
I hope so. I hope so. I definitely feel like kickboxing is the most exciting stand-up combat sport there is because of the pace. The pace is so high, and the knockout ratio is so much higher than boxing or whatever. So, and it's so diverse. Attacks and everything come from all sides. So it's like I said, I think it's really interesting, and it's definitely something they need to consider.
Completely co-sign with you there. Now, I do have a question from a fan. Now, he's a kickboxing trainer in the Netherlands, and he wanted to
Mhm.
get some notes from you. So, what
Okay.
is your actual strength training routine? And then day to day, what does your routine look like?
My strength routine is 3 times a week. So I have I have A schedule and a B schedule. So 1 week, so like I said, I do three strength trainings a week. So I do A, B, A, and the other week I do B, A, B. So and that works for me.
Absolutely. So, how much are you doing? Like, are you bench pressing every day or every second day? And like, how much are you
No, no,
doing?
like I said, everything. So my trainer always says within 48 hours and within 96 hours, you gotta have your second training.
Uh,
So that's how we look at it. So I power train on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Power train Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nonstop, man. All right, and the same way that you and I looked up to guys like Ernesto Host and of course Peter Arts, we were inspired to get into the sport because of those guys. Young people are looking up to you in that
Mm,
same way. So, what
yeah.
advice would you pass on to these young people who are looking to get into combat sports inspired by you?
Have fun with it. Have fun while doing it. Don't feel pressured by anybody or whatever. Just do what you like to do because when you're having fun while doing it, all the rest goes by itself. And is it always fun? No, it is not. But that's life. Is life easy? No, it is not. It is that the best message I can tell you. Also, probably not, but it is the truth. So life is not always going to be easy. It's going to be a bumpy road with ups and downs. But as long as you work hard, yeah, you get rewarded one way or the other. So just yes, be confident in that. And when you step into the ring, so when you finally decide, okay, you're training hard, you feel right, okay, let's go. I'm gonna step into the ring. Do it for one reason and one reason only. That's that you want to do it and nobody else. You're doing it for you. But even though a lot of friends, family, and whatever comes to watch and comes to see you, don't care. It's really nice that they're there, but you doing it because of us, or because of you wanting it to do it and nothing else. Because if you're putting yourself up with so much pressure of thinking what other people are expecting from you, you're going to underperform because you're going to give yourself pressure that it's not going to make a difference. Because if they're there, you got to fight. But if they're not there, you also need to fight. So don't get discouraged, overexcited or whatever because of people looking at you. Just have fun and do it because you want to do it. And yeah, then you're enjoying yourself.
Absolutely love that, man. That is absolutely awesome. And I love talking motivations and stuff like that. But let's be real. What did you do with the $1 million prize from the Grand Prix?
No, it was a half a million. It was a half a million.
Oh, my apologies. Half a million. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
Or maybe I don't know if you want to do the other half.
Yeah, yeah.
You still needed to send it to me. So let's go. No. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? It's I didn't put it out yet, but I'm gonna invest it in a house. I'm building a nice house here in Amsterdam. So um, I bought the house, and we're gonna tear the house down, and we're just gonna build it all up from the ground up. So that's gonna be fun. So that's where the money goes.
Man, our generation, guys our age are so lame. Of like every other generation was buying Maseratis and expensive watches, and guys like us are just like, I needed a house, so I bought a house.
Yeah. No, I was looking for this, yeah, for a nice house for such a long time. So finally found it, even before the Grand Prix already. I found it, so I bought it, and yeah, now we just have to wait for all the permits, and you know how it goes. So that's where the money's gonna go.
Awesome. And last question for you, Tom Aspinall or John Jones?
Tom Aspinall, of course,
Of course.
without any doubt, without
And
any doubt. This guy's a different type of monster.
absolutely love to
So,
hear. All right.
because
La- yes, sir.
the thing is that in all the other fights, John Jones was the superior stand-up fighter. In this fight, he's not going to be the superior one, or at least they're going to be in the same level. So it's going to be a totally different fight.
Cannot wait for it. All right, this weekend we got Glory Collision 7. You are headlining a heavyweight title fight against Levi Rigters. Last word goes to you. Talk us on out of here. Shout out who you need to shout out. Thank who you need to thank. All that good stuff, Rico Verhoeven.
All right, guys, you have to tune in into Glory Collision 7 this weekend, because it's going to have all the fights, all the excitement that you're looking for in martial arts. Because, like I said, kickboxing is the most elite and most exciting stand-up combat sport you need to watch and you need to see. So that's what Glory brings. And I'm headlining it. And next to that, it's going to be an amazing fight, of course. The king remaining the king for the last 10 years already. So that's going to be crazy. And yeah, we got so many more cool fights for you guys. We got a light heavyweight title on the menu. So tune in and enjoy yourself.
Man, Rico, you're going for that promoter position after
After fighting.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.